Hi and welcome to White Glove Geography, and today we're going to look at development indicators. In particular, we're going to look at infant mortality. Before we do that, we're just going to look at some of the development indicators that we looked at before, and these are GNI, gross national income, birth rates, death rates, infant mortality, life expectancy, people per doctor, education, access to safe water, and a composite development indicator taking health, education and income, all three together, HDI. What we've looked at before in terms of development indicators and infant mortality is it's a measure of the number of deaths of youngsters under the age of 12 months for every 1,000 live births. So in every country there are always going to be, sadly, babies that don't go on to survive very long after birth. So this is a measure of that. So this number of deaths of youngsters under 12 months for every 1,000 live births. So let's say in a country there are 1,000 live births in the country. It will be the case that 2 of them, sadly, the baby doesn't go on to survive very long after birth. Now, of course, there's not many countries with 1,000 live births that are taking place each year, but let's say there are 100,000 live births per year. It would be the case in that country. Multiply that by 100, multiply that by 100, it would be 200. So, now there are some problems with this particular development indicator. One is that in some LICs, or lower income countries, there's a high rural population. And it's going to be the case, maybe, that some of the women are not able to have their babies in hospital, where the best care is, and therefore the record keeping of that isn't going to be as good as some countries, maybe like in the UK. So simply, not all of the deaths of babies will be recorded. That also brings into the reliability of data. So, in some hospitals, particularly in LICs, low income countries, it might not be the case that the record keeping is going to be as robust as it is in the UK. Maybe it might be paper copies of records instead of electronic copies. That might get delayed being sent to the government, who collate the information, so data may be out of date. So, here we have the development indicator infant mortality. What are the key aspects? What are some of the limitations? What are some of the problems of using this as a development indicator? And we've got it's for every 1,000 live births in a country, and also it's how long they go and survive very long, how long they survive after birth, and that's for children up to the age of 12 months. Some of the limitations are, particularly in rural or countryside areas, and the data might not be reliable. That's White Glove Geography for today. Development indicators, infant mortality. Thank you for watching.